Welcome to Movement Mondays, where we release a new video every Monday to show you how to prevent and correct injuries so that you can move like you mean it. Hey, what's up guys? This is Mitch back from the Movement Center. Welcome to Neuschwanstein Castle here in Munich, and welcome back to Travel Edition. We're here with Carling, and we're talking about heel pain. So Carling's been traveling around, she's been doing a whole bunch of different cities, and she's getting heel pain on both sides, more on her right. So we're talking a little bit today, ways you guys can check about what's going on, what can cause this type of heel pain, and then how you can do a quick fix, especially if you're traveling and don't have time because we're too busy seeing cool things like this pretty badass castle. All right, so to start with, we're looking at just talking about sort of hip position and strength. So you can get pain in your heel from plantar fascia issues in your heel, bony issues. It can also be nerve from the low back and that type of thing too. So all the things to think about. For Carling here, we're taking a look at a couple movements, and we're going to notice that her hip drops a little bit, quite a bit on that one side. So she does what we call the cool girl, the booty walk, kind of as she goes back and forth and sort of swings her low back and forth, but also will grind the heels a little bit as she walks. We don't have the great landscape here to show this stuff to you guys, so we're just gonna kind of mimic it. So we're gonna have Carling face this way. She's gonna take in the view, and a good test you guys can do for yourselves is single leg stance on both sides. So if she's gonna hold me here for balance, no falling, and she's gonna bounce here on her right leg. And what we'll notice with her here, she actually drops a little bit down on her when she goes on her right. So she drops her hip down. And if we exaggerate this, you know she gets a pretty big drop. That's something you might see. If you go on one leg and you drop, you know your hip isn't stabilizing well. And you can come back up. And do your left side for us. And she goes on her left side, good. And it's just stand normal for us. Good. So and left side. Again, yeah, so this one, yep. And she's still stays here, sort of nice, a bit more level as she does that. And if she drops down to show us that what's wrong, you can see how that might crank her lower back, cause all kind of wonky stuff, so you can stand up straight. Just to show you guys from the front here, what would happen if you guys can get to my knee here is if I drop down from my hip, my arch collapses in, my knee falls in, all this kind of stuff goes wonky, and I get knee pain, heel pain, plantar fascia issues, all this stuff. When you're walking around a whole bunch, doing lots of stairs, bad thing, right? Yeah. Right, Carling doesn't like that. So, how do we fix it? So first thing we're going to do is work on just hip strength. And right now, you know, you're waiting by the bus stop, you're waiting for the train, you're watching, you know, on a rugged floor looking at a castle. We're going to do some heel drops, okay? So for this one, what we're going to do is stand on one leg. Right, you're going to keep your hips level, and we'll put a link to the full video of this. And you're going to drop your hip down slowly on this side and lift back up. Drop this down and then lift back up here, just like that, okay? And we're going to have her give this a try. So she's here. She's going to keep her hips level. She's going to sneak onto this foot, drop that hip down, and come back up. You can hold onto a wall for this. Not a balance exercise, especially when you're on a steep slope. And come back up. Good. Awesome. Key thing with this, guys, you can take a rest, is you want to make sure you're not overextended. Right? Carling has happy girl posture, so she's likes to be really extended like this. So you want to keep that neutral core turn on as you do this, okay? The next piece of this is arch and foot position, right? So if we zoom down here at her feet, we can see she tends to be a bit kind of sunken in and relaxed through her arches. She's also wearing a bit of a flimsy shoe, which is okay if your foot's ready for it, but her foot isn't necessarily primed for that stuff. So what we want to do here is talk about foot activation, which is our last piece for today, and that's just starting from the feet, thinking about keeping your feet in place, activating and twisting your feet out. Awesome, she did really good, right? Not so much that your feet fall off the ground, keeping full contact with your foot, but just turn up on both sides, keep good activation, arch turned on, and then to stabilize that position, make sure you squeeze from your butt. So butt holds that position, you've squeezed from your hips, your whole leg is turned out, now your knee is in line with your foot up to your hip, and you're in a good position, okay? Again, making sure you keep it all the way up, not being all wonky, and we're in a good tall position, right? Great. So good strong glutes, good foot position, better foot strike, better arch support, better feet, no pain when walking. Yep. That's how that works. All right. Great. If you guys have any questions, leave it below. If you like this, give us a like. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos. And I say we sneak out of the way and you guys take in the view. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great Monday.